Hey Ram, today's notes are over representing solutions on a number line. So I need you to open up your journals to page 65. All right, here's just a little comic for you, just something to make you smile here. We're looking at some inequalities today, and that less than sign is often used in different ways now. Just a little funny. Alrighty, so how do you read this? How do you read this statement, huh? Can you put it into words? All right, this says 3 is less than 5, right? 3 is less than 5. Now, what's another way to say that? It's kind of like saying I'm older than you, but is there another way to turn that around? Yeah, so you would be younger than me, right? So in this instance, if 3 is less than 5, that means 5 is also greater than 3. Just a little thing to remember there, okay? As we practice with some inequalities in this unit, we are going to be solving equations and inequalities. But today, we're just learning to put them on number lines and learn what they look like, okay? What if I say x is less than 5? Yes, 5 is greater than x, but what else? What could x be? What are some numbers that x could be here? X could be a 4. It could be a 3. It could be like a 4.5. It could be a -8. Anything less than 5. But could it be 5? No, x cannot be 5 because it says x is less than 5. It doesn't say less than or equal to. It says x is less than 5, and 5 is not less than 5, okay? All right, so we have some symbols here to learn. You're going to be writing these in your notes, okay? First one is the less than symbol. If I say like x is less than 5, it means it has to be anything smaller than that. But it doesn't include it, okay? Now, when I underline that less than symbol, it means less than or equal to. So if I said x is less than or equal to 8, that means x could be 8. Or it could be anything less. All right, the next one is greater than. This is the greater than symbol. And this symbol means greater than or equal to. When it's underlined, it's that equals to. All right, this last one right down here means not equal. When you see that equal sign with a line through it, it means whatever that number is, it's not equal. It can't be that. All right, and the last one you know is equal. Now I'm going to give you a couple of reminders that I teach students every year about my less than and greater than, okay? Take your less than sign and make it an L and write less than. Okay, my greater than sign, make a little C, and that greater than goes on there to make the G. Okay? That's how I remember the less than and greater than signs. All right, so next are the inequalities. And this doesn't make sense yet, but we'll show you in a second how we're going to use it. So just write it down for now, okay? An open circle is when there's just an outline and it doesn't actually have anything colored in, okay? And what that means is that the number is not a solution. So when I'm graphing an inequality with a less than or equal to, I'm going to graph it with an open circle. All right, the next one is a closed circle. That means the number is a solution. So it's used with the less than or equal to or the greater than or equal to symbols. So if I said x is greater than or equal to 12, I would graph this with a closed circle and an arrow, and it would mean that 12 or anything larger could be the answer. Now, how do we use this? What does it look like? Why are we learning all these rules that don't mean anything, right? Well, now we're going to do this, okay? Students have 4 minutes or less to travel from one class to another during their passing period. So how could I write that? The amount of time that they have to travel is what? Their travel time, I'm going to call it x, is going to be less than or equal to 4 because it means 4 minutes or less. It could be anything up to 4 minutes, and they could take exactly 4 minutes if they need to, but it is the amount of time that they have is less than or equal to 4 minutes. Now, when there's that equal to, it means it's a closed circle. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to a little bit bolder marker here. All right, it's a closed circle at 4, so we're going to color it in, and it points left. Now, you notice The left end of this looks like the less than symbol. It's less than or equal to 4. That is how long students have to travel. Now, for today, all we're doing is plotting these numbers, taking these numbers and putting it on a number line. Now, tomorrow we begin solving these equations and inequalities and putting the answers on a number line. All right, you're going on a road trip and you are traveling the speed limit, which is 60 miles an hour. How fast are you going? Well, you are going the speed limit, right? Now, if you are there are a couple ways you could look at this problem. If I said I'm going exactly the speed limit, I am going exactly 60, which is just a closed circle on 60. But we're going to say that you're not speeding, okay? You are going somewhere within the legal limits, okay? So where you are going is somewhere less than or equal to 60, okay? Because you could be going 60 or you could be going anything less to be traveling the legal speed limit. So it's a closed circle because it could be 60 and it goes left because it's less than. All right. Next one. To ride a roller coaster at Six Flags, you must be more than 48 inches tall. Okay, here's the key word, more than. That means it doesn't include 48 on this example. Now, in real life, it does, but on this example, it does not. It has to be more than 48. So X, your height, has to be greater than 48. It can't be 48. It can't be anything less. So what I would do here, I make an open circle, and my arrow goes to the right. So I could be 48 and a half. I could be 49 inches tall. I could be 60 inches tall. Okay, as long as it is something greater than 48. All right. And last one here, I believe. Your grades on your report card must be at least an 80. So that word, at least, what does that mean to you? Can you have an 80? Yes. Could it be higher? Yes. Could it be lower? No. So at least an 80 would mean greater than or equal to 80. So that is a closed circle because it has that equal to, that little equal to right there tells me it's a closed circle, and I color it in at 80 and my arrow's to the right. All right. We are going to do a little practice here. I'm going to put this link in your Edpuzzle here, and you are going to do a little practice. You're going to do some matching on Quizlets, okay? You're going to match the number lines with the inequality or equation that matches them, okay? Have a great day, Rams.